It's clear at this point that at so many different levels, a massive attack on humanity is being planned and will be waged. And to start to understand that, think about how Google and Facebook and YouTube have already declared war against humanity's knowledge. Google and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, they systematically suppress sources of human knowledge because they believe that you don't have the right to know what's happening in the world. And you see, that's just the beginning. It's not only that you don't have the right to know, which is also the same idea behind the opposition to GMO labeling laws, which is now pushed by Whole Foods, by the way, which, you know, Whole Foods is now anti-GMO labeling because it's owned by Jeff Bezos, an evil globalist. Whole Foods doesn't think you have the right to know what's in your food, which is an astonishing realization. And, you know, Google doesn't think you have the right to know anything about what's really happening in the world. Yeah, you have the right to be entertained. You have the right to watch Netflix propaganda and to have your children indoctrinated and propagandized by, you know, pedophilia pushing children's movies coming out of pedo Hollywood, which is just run by pedophiles. But you don't have the right to know real information about science, medicine, technology, the advancement of human civilization. You don't, apparently, I mean, according to them, the globalists in charge, you don't have the right to know any of that stuff. But that's just the beginning. In truth, they not only think you don't have the right to know these things, they think you don't have the right to exist. Ultimately, that's what it's coming down to, the war on humanity. And this war is so apparent now in so many different ways. Look at the way that abortion is celebrated by leftists. Look at the way, you know, 3 million babies have been aborted by Planned Parenthood in the last, what is it, couple of decades, something in that range. I don't have the exact number. But it's millions of babies, and they are proud of it. They love that fact. And leftists celebrate abortion. They think it's a badge of honor to have an abortion. Remember when, what's her name? I don't know, that left-wing celebrity, horrible woman said that she wished she'd had an abortion. Maybe she's going to go out and get pregnant just so she can have an abortion and join the abortion club. I mean, this is how sick they are. This is part of the war on humanity, but it's just the beginning. And never forget that Planned Parenthood was founded by Margaret Sanger, who is a eugenicist, and she wanted to rid the world of black people. That was part of her mission, to target black people who she called human weeds. And, you know, you think about the way they destroy the weeds, mass killing of the weeds, and then you think about Monsanto's herbicide Roundup, i.e. glyphosate. What is it? It's like nerve gas poison for botanical weeds. So they're killing weeds in the farm fields, and it's causing cancer in human consumers. We just had a story come out on Natural News not long ago that talked about how they're now spraying even the non-GMO crops with glyphosate in the fields before they harvest them. So virtually all the wheat, all the barley, the oats, everything else you're eating that's not organic is being deliberately saturated with cancer-causing glyphosate. So not only is Planned Parenthood destroying the, quote, human weeds of black people, as Margaret Sanger described it, but Monsanto, which is now Bayer, by the way, and they're retiring the Monsanto name, so Monsanto's history, it's all Bayer now. Bayer is taking over that entire business sector, which is in the business of putting poison, cancer-causing population reduction poison, into the food supply to destroy human populations in the name of agricultural profits. And Whole Foods sells countless products that are saturated with glyphosate, by the way. And they don't even want to talk about it. They don't even want you to know that Whole Foods sells glyphosate-saturated foods, not even labeled. It's that bad. So, and I've only just begun. There's a war on humanity, but let me take it to the next level here. Google had been running an AI drone project with the Pentagon, and then thousands of Google employees threatened to quit if Google didn't quit that program or drop the program. So Google publicly stated that they decided to drop the program to appease their liberal left-wing employees.